back to the Daily Update from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'm Captain Doug Hunter, coming to you today on March the 15th, 2019. All in all, a routine day here in Wayne County. No real special crimes to report. We did have some incidents last night involving some potential for severe weather. Fortunately, no real problems came out of that incident, which resulted in a tornado warning being issued for the southeast area of Wayne County. Realize that when tornado warnings are placed out, oftentimes they do not include the entire county. The National Weather Service takes care of determining what areas are most at risk. In some cases it could be the entire county, and in others, like last night, it was really isolated to the southeast area of Wayne County, which as far as I know did not receive any actual wind or tornado type damage. Now when that alert went out, our friends in the amateur radio world went into play and were sharing information both from their homes as well as out on the roadway. I talked to you a few weeks ago about the various amateur radio organizations that are in our county, and I encouraged residents to see if we could get 50 new amateur radio operators here in Wayne County during the next few months, or at least the end of the year. Now, the process is not that difficult. I'm going to put a link below to the actual process, as well as one of the clubs that provides the testing for this. It's a 35-question multiple choice test that costs $15 to take the test, and the license is good for 10 years, and there's no additional fee for the license or for the renewal. So I want to challenge you to sign up, but I'm going to do a little demonstration. I have one of these radios in my car here, and in this, the demonstration I'm going to do is on a digital mode, which utilizes in part the internet to allow me to make contacts actually around the world if necessary. Now I want to point out that the license that a person receives when they first become licensed as an amateur radio operator allows them to operate on these digital modes. So you do not necessarily have to get an extra class or a general class license to talk around the world. You can do so with these digital modes. It's important to realize, however, that they do require an internet connection somewhere along the line. It doesn't necessarily need to be at your home, but there has to be internet working someplace. So in an absolute disaster, this particular method may not work, but it is interesting and it works actually most of the time. So I'm going to reach out right now. Just a few moments ago, before I started the tape, or we don't have tape anymore, right? We have, let's just say, video in a digital format. I heard two people talking, one from Japan, one from Northern Ireland, and I'm looking right now on the radio and I see that there's a conversation going on. So I'm going to wait for that to stop, and then I am going to attempt to make a contact of my own. Echo 8, Juliet, November Hotel, calling on 1 Charlie for the purposes of a demonstration, calling from Northeast Ohio.
Let's see if we can make a demonstration with you. K8, Juliet November Hotel. This is W3PO, W3 Pacific Ocean, portable in the Philippines. Please go ahead.
Well, very good. We have a strong copy of you from the Philippines here in Northeast Ohio. I am a law enforcement officer. I'm sitting in my patrol car at the moment making a video for our citizens to help them with severe weather awareness, the purposes of increasing the number of amateur radio operators here in our area. QSL?
Well, QSL. I see your name is Doug. Name is Pat, Papa Alpha Tango. And I'm located 120 miles northwest of Manila, capital of the Philippines, obviously. Yeah, this is my winter quarters, and so I don't have to deal with nasty weather. I live usually in the south of France, but it's awfully brisk. So I come and spend my winters there, so wonderful. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. But in my case, I avoid all the nastiness of cold weather. Come here, spend my winter sometime in the next month or two. I shall return to Southern Europe, where it should have warmed up pleasantly. So what's the thing in Ohio? Back to you he goes. Kilo Echo 8, Juliet November Hotel. Doug, W3PO.
Okay, very good, Pat. I wish I could report warm weather back to you, but it's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit with a light rain falling right now. So warm weather is hopefully in our future, but it is not taking place right now. So I'm going to let you go. I appreciate the comeback. Okay, so there you heard it. I made contact with a person in the Philippines using a basic radio, and you could do this the same with a technician's license. Again, the entry-level license. It's a way to keep in touch with your neighbors. You typically are not going to need to reach out to people in the Philippines or Japan or those types of locations, but I think it's interesting that if you want to, you can. So just want to take a few moments to share a unique portion of amateur or ham radio with you folks. So if you have questions, reach out to me. I want to see you get licensed. Looking for 50 new licenses here in Wayne County. We have just over 200 individuals licensed currently. So that is what I have for you for today. Remember, as always, to think a little more of others and a little less of yourself, and things will be a whole lot better right here in Wayne County, Ohio.